Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am Peace Abigail Khasu, founder and executive directress of Girls Evolve Liberia. Honestly, I'm grateful to our creator who has given me the strength and has guided Girls Evolve Liberia over the years. And also to my parents, my backbone, who has been very supportive and has never given up on their little angel. Thank you. Every time when I get asked what prompted me to start this initiative, I would say I saw the need. But tonight, I'm honestly going to tell you in details why I started this initiative. And coming up to say this openly to everyone here today was one of those tough decisions I had to make, because it's a part of a conversation I kept sealed for 13 years of my life. Yes, 13 years. So, starting from the surface, growing up no one liked a dark-skinned female. I was one of those kids referred to as ugly, dark, monkey, and no one would not be associated with such thing. Yeah, that took a toll on me for certain reasons. And I remember this very evening I came from school. I was crying. Both my parents were at work. I cried so much, and then I took the scrubber, the one used for pots, and started to scrape off this dark dirt off my skin, my face, so that I could be loved and appreciated by society. And then I scraped my skin so hard. I kept scraping my skin, but all I could see was blood on my skin. And I was like, when would I ever get pretty? When will people like me? When will society accept me for who I am? And I remember this very older guy that lived with my parents at the time. He told me his words, it's always fresh in my ears. I've lived with this grief for years. He said, "Peace, don't cry. I can help you." And then as a kid 13 years ago, I listened to him and I followed him. And then he took his hands and forced it towards my private. Honestly, that was the first time I felt so much pain, because it really did hurt. It did. And then he took his hands again and forced it towards my private for the second time. It hurts. And I started to cry. I strained. I really did cry because I felt too much pain coming from a person who said they wanted to help me. And then God worked what I call one of my greatest miracles by telling that older guy to get aside. At that time, that was considered an attempted rape. And now I hated myself for two reasons. For being dark and ugly, and for nearly getting defied. Because I felt like, I'm already dark, no one likes me. What of a story of a young woman that is defied? Who's gonna listen to me? I cried about it, but then I told my parents, I mustered the courage and I told them, trust me, that guy, he was dealt with legally. I trust my mom. But people in the community said I was lying, and the guy denied. As usual, they all deny. So I felt unworthy. I did. I had my days. I acted out. I distanced myself from people. In Liberia today, we pay zero attention to depression, but rather we become so judgmental of how a person reacts to everything that is around them. I had my days of tears, but that didn't break me. But as a victim of an attempted rape and bullying, as we call it today, I made a decision. I knew I could do better. I knew I was God's creation and I was worth it. And today, all of this potential that is being unleashed The world is not really ready for this, and I am so proud of myself. So yes, I choose to listen to these young women instead of being judgmental. I believe in them. Girls Evolve Liberia believe in them. At Girls Evolve Liberia, we believe that there is a potential in every young woman, irrespective of her tribe, her religion, or background, or situations that life has thrown at her. We usually say at Girls Evolve Liberia, it's not because that I'm successful today that determines whether I'm a strong black woman. It's those situations that life has thrown at me and I rise up 10 times stronger when the world expects me to break. So I will not stop. Girls Evolve Liberia will not stop. And I know there are a lot of young people out there that's trying to change the generation and mindset today in Liberia who's not going to stop until every young female, in as much as we can reach out to, reach their full potential. But the question here tonight is, will you be a part of an evolving process of a young female's life? Will you support us in the best way you know how? If anything, thank you all for coming out here tonight to listen and to support us. Once again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening.